It looks like the PC port of Red Dead Redemption, which has been codenamed Semla, was added to the Epic Games Store backend way back in February 2024. This was completely under the radar until just a few days ago when the news leaked out, and honestly I think Epic Games really dropped the ball on this one. But let's break it down. EpicDB is this new public database for all things Epic Games, and it went live on June 9th, and within just a few days of it going public, we already have a massive leak on our hands. This kind of thing isn't supposed to happen so quickly. Now let's talk specifics. The leak revealed the download size for RDR on PC, which is 9.17 gigabytes. At first I was like, wait, that seems pretty small for a PC game these days. And if you're thinking the same, you're right. This size is about the same as the PS5 version, which suggests that the PC port probably won't have those high-resolution textures that many of us were hoping for. Visually, it seems like we're in for an experience similar to the console versions. But there's a bit of good news. We can likely expect better frame rates on the PC, but that's not the only thing indicating that we're getting the game on PC soon. A few weeks ago, Tez2 managed to dig around in the Rockstar Games launcher and found a piece of code that read, "Journey across the sprawling expanses of the American West and Mexico in Red Dead Redemption and its zombie horror companion, Undead Nightmare, now playable on PC." So it's practically a confirmation that we're getting both RDR and Undead Nightmare on PC. So it looks like Rockstar has been working on this for a while and is possibly gearing up for an official announcement soon, and the timing with the Epic Games Store leak is interesting too. We've got two big leaks revealing the PC version just within a few weeks. But let's take a step back and talk about how the situation looked like with the RDR port for PS4 and Nintendo Switch. So, Rockstar launched it digitally on August 17th, 2023, but sadly it wasn't a remake, nor was it a remaster. It was essentially just a re-release of the original game, and this came with a pretty hefty price tag of $50. Understandably, this didn't sit well with a lot of gamers. I mean, we're talking about a game that originally came out about 14 years ago. For that kind of money, people were expecting something more substantial. Interestingly, Rockstar outsourced the project to Double 11 Studios, a developer known for games like Fallout 76 and Crackdown 3, which didn't exactly set the world on fire critically. The response to the re-release has been pretty negative. The announcement video on YouTube got heavily downvoted, with over 70% of the ratings being dislikes. This whole situation kind of reminds me of the public reaction to Rockstar's release of the Trilogy Definitive Edition back in 2021. That launch was, to put it mildly, a mess. There were so many issues and so much backlash that it might have made Rockstar think twice about doing something similar with Red Dead Redemption. Instead of going for a full-blown remaster or remake, which could have risked another public relations disaster, they opted for a simpler port and outsourced it to a third-party studio. It's a bit sad, honestly. Red Dead Redemption is such a beloved game, and I was hoping for something that did justice to its legacy, especially after all these years. A full remaster or remake could have brought the game up to modern standards and introduced it to a new generation of players in a fresh way. But it seems Rockstar decided to play it safe, which might have been a misstep, considering the high expectations. Are you going to play RDR on PC after it's officially released? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you're a console player, here's a nice little piece of info for all you out there who might want to replay RDR. Back in March, Red Dead Redemption's PS4 and 5 and Xbox backwards compatible versions were added to GTA Plus. It's part of a bundle that includes a bunch of classic GTA games, along with LA Noire. And for those of you on PlayStation, you might remember that RDR was part of PS Plus in May. And while it's no longer available, there's still something great for you, because RDR2 is currently part of this month's lineup.